there's Croc with the wrestler. Kirby with the fighter. Let's see what stages they pick. I would assume they fighter wants a long range stage, so looks like they got what they wanted out of bubbly clouds. I'm gonna wait for Kirby to confirm here. Croc restraining him a little bit because he has a history of, well, killing the streamer, accidentally going a little ham. Wrestler just kind of throws things around. Alright, solid start. Both of them getting successful guards against each other. Croc taking the first strike though. The amount of damage Croc gets off a grab is more than just your average wrestler, which is kind of why, only 2 grab confirms, and he has Kirby down to, well, 71, but now down to the 43 range. Really good at getting it, too. It's tricky to get out when Croc gets a handle on you. That grab might have been a misinput. Unfortunately, I came in 3rd place here. Only 300 points. Get to level 99 eventually. That would have been catastrophic if I chose very easy. Croc staying the wrestler. We'll see if Kirby's staying the fighter. So I guess I didn't know this before, but Kirby is a dedicated fighter, or just feels confident in the matchup. But we'll see if they still get their bubbly pick, or if they can get something a little more spaced out. Gonna go ahead and, yeah, go towards the wrestler. Probably a little faster at the kill. Alright, and there they go, starting. Nice flat stage, so if they want to take advantage of the Hadoukens and force Croc up, then they have free range to do that. Yeah, already getting a couple of them. And without a platform, Croc doesn't really have a way to stay high up without, air puffing, putting him in a pretty slow state.
Heard you need some help commentating.
Hey, what's up, Magic Herb?
Sorry, are we doing winners or losers over here?
This is losers.
Alright.
It always sounds so harsh, but it's still the top 8.
True.
Yeah, so it looks like, oh, you know what I need to do? Actually, share this with you.
Yeah. There we go. I can see the video game now. Oh, have we already started Croc versus BIM?
Yes. And I need to update the score.
Alright,
I need to stop being terrible at streaming.
Alright, I'm assuming Croc has taken 2 games?
Croc's taken 2 games here. Yeah, so it looks like they're pretty much gonna stick to Croc and or sorry,
Fighter.
Wrestler and Fighter.
Surprised we haven't seen a sword from BIM at all today.
Proving that Sword is mid. You know, Sword might be better at keeping Wrestler out, but I think
honestly that's what I was thinking, which is why I expected BIM to be in Sword for this matchup, if it not at least MK.
So, Bubbly, I wonder if Croc had striked the stage of, or if Kirby here went ahead and decided that Bubbly was working out better for them. Because they went Bubbly game 1.
Bubbly's a good stage for him, and they did pretty well against Poyo earlier on Bubbly.
Okay, maybe it's a comfort thing on Bubbly as well.
That could very well be.
Yeah, I would assume that stage of would at least... Well, it could also be that they didn't want to play the Hadouken game as much. But I would think that the stage of is really good for that. Let's see.
No, also, I just think this is a good fighter stage overall. Because looking at the this isn't Smash, looking at the health.
Yeah, I think it is working out better for Kirby this time. A lot better than game 1. And I think it's all about not letting Croc get
but Croc is getting huge grabs, and now... Oh, never mind, BIM takes it.
Yeah. Might be in for a long set here.
Honestly, I won't be surprised if we do see Sword at some point, but for now, Fighter's doing pretty well for BIM this bracket.
Yeah, I think the quickness of Fighter allows them to not get punished as much, but I suppose the Sword 5BB would also be like a quick way to keep Wrestler out without getting like punished immediately after.
Yeah.
Butter
build, they should have striked this one, in my opinion. It's one of the better Wrestler stages.
I mean, Springy Handland first, right? But then it's like...
Yeah, always Springy.
Yeah, so they probably chose to strike Factory, I'd assume, as their second strike.
I always think it's easier to keep Wrestler out on Factory than on Butter, but I guess it's personal preference.
Yeah, I don't actually know if that was their pick, but if I had to guess...
Because, like, those are the 3 Wrestler stages.
Yeah. They're the best stages to enable that in-your-face kind of game plan that Wrestler excels at.
Yeah. Alright. And... Alright, BIM starting off with a... Okay, I was gonna say that was a bad grab, but it... Yeah, never mind. That was a bad grab.
Now you're in the...
I thought it might have worked out, but it no.
Yeah, we'll say with Butter Building, one grab puts you in the disadvantage zone of Butter Building. That's what I call it, because that huge platform doesn't really give you too many options for getting down.
Once someone brings you up there, your goal is just to get down.
Yeah. I mean, it is still matchup dependent, but, you know, most of the characters that find themselves here have really strong anti-airs that take advantage of, you know, platform drop, which is really their quickest option of getting down. It's either that or they put themselves in a corner.
Well, there's some characters that can, like, immediately come back into center from going off of there in the corner, like Yo-Yo, who could just immediately 6-6B the other way. And that is... okay. Wrestler things.
Alright. I'm curious if we see Croc ban Bubbly, maybe. I would assume that if Croc doesn't ban Bubbly, they go there, right? Like, that's...
Yeah.
Seemed to work out.
Also,
before.
I would like to remind you to click off of the number 3 so we don't see the funny things around it.
Oh, that's only on.
There we go.
That's only on my view or your view.
Ah,
For the
okay,
stream,
that makes sense.
they just see this.
Alright.
Thankfully.
Yeah, when I was over on time on stream, we didn't see any of the overlay, so I don't know how it works.
Alright, let's see where they end up.
Factory, huh?
So
I guess that a fighter can Hadouken camp here and probably make it harder for wrestler to approach a little. But honestly, I think that no matter what you ban, it's kind of hard for wrestler. I mean, for a fighter to get in with a wrestler.
I'm gonna have to go quiet for 1 second.
Alright. Alright, so as expected, a bit... Oh, that was a hide... Never mind, that didn't work out well. Alright, and... You never really want to be in the corner against a fighter, but when you're a wrestler, I don't really think it matters if you're in the corner, because that's where you want to be anyway.
Okay, so that.
I just
Came back just in time to see
that
spinning kick.
that was a bad. Unless BIM makes a crazy comeback, I don't foresee them moving on.
Is really good at getting devastating punishes.
Yeah, are we going to see BIM's sword? Is the real question, because now would be the time.
The Hail Mary.
The Hail Mary sword pick is what we would probably be seeing right now.
Probably going through their strikes right now. I'm guessing Croc. Oh, Croc going for the Dedede pick. The Dedede in top 8 is okay. No, sticking with fighter. I didn't know.
All right.
Switch to sword.
Well, I mean, if it's against a Dedede, you might as well stay fighter.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I just didn't know if they were gonna do
I mean,
low tier top
Croc's Dedede was doing pretty well earlier, so I definitely think that it's not saying like he's just throwing if he's picking Dedede.
No. I don't think he's throwing. I think he's just having fun.
Oh, hey, Doug.
I think strategically you just keep going with what's been winning, unless you really think that your like opponent has downloaded you. But I don't know if there were signs of that there. Oh.
Croc going DDD here. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he plays Dedede, he's kind of just a bit built different.
Yeah, that's what we've heard.
I could say from watching it, he is.
Oh, and BIM going fighter. This sounds like a really bad time for DDD, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It should be, right? In
But-
theory, it should be.
In theory, it should be, but
But Croc is built different, as we've heard.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it. His DDD is kind of just built different.
Oh.
This is
In
actually
the corner. He puts so much pressure off of just getting in. Like he'll get the dash attack, or he'll get his spin into the 6-6.
Oh, and that's another game for BIM.
Hadouken had something else to say.
Did Croc win 4 games with DDD, or did Croc win with Wrestler?
Oh,
He won with Wrestler.
Yeah, so is Croc just trying to flex right now? This is kind of...
No, I mean, earlier in bracket, he was starting sets with DDD, so I think that he was just going with the logical pick here.
It could be just more of like he really wants Dedede to make it. But
I think he just wants DDD on the graphic.
yeah,
Yeah.
he could get it though.
He can say that he made it far in top 8 with DDD.
It is true.
Oh, going with a less distracting hat. I'll focus now.
The gorilla hat.
He no longer has the power of monkey. I don't think he's gonna win, guys.
Yeah, I think. Oh, interesting.
Reject humanity, return to monkey.
I'm assuming the strikes there were Springy Handland and Butter Building because even though he's not playing wrestler, probably still just as scary on those stages with Dedede.
Yeah, I think you kind of want to. Wow, that does a lot of damage.
Alright, and starting up off pretty
Yeah,
well
that's a big
for
wall
Bam.
move that DDD just cannot handle. But huge damage, like every single one of
He
DDD's
has
moves
some
does so
good
much
damage.
Just big honkin' hammer.
But yet again, Fighter does insane damage also.
Yeah, Dedede does have the nice thing
Oh.
that Hammer has, where you're...
He did hit that.
Almost calls out the roll with the DDD dash attack.
Yeah, he's actually been getting some really good callouts with the penguin flop like he did there. At least in the first game we saw with Dedede. And you'll notice that he switches between like the 6-6 JB, you know, the big hammer
Ooh,
spin.
that's another game for Bim.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm Croc, I'm switching to wrestler here because I don't want a game 9. I don't want that. Like I wanna win clean. I don't want it to be like, oh now I switch back when it's last game, and then you might have like had a couple minutes of not playing wrestler, and then you miss something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want to get the
No.
slight dust on your wrestler.
I think even if he loses, Croc's gonna stick with wrestler. Nah, I wasn't gonna say wrestler.
Good call on Croc's part. Get off that terrible character. DDD is terrible.
Both with the plain hats though. They've acknowledged that the hats were clearly in the way.
There's nothing longer to hold them back.
Right.
Yeah, the hats were just distracting. They were too busy looking at each other's hats the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Time to get bullied in the corner, as all streamers
Like
must.
50 damage. Ow.
Yeah. It's a... Oh, they want this. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Good.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's a
Oh man.
good start for Bim. Never mind.
Yeah, I messed that up. I think what they wanted there was
Well,
the,
command grab.
was not the set bomb, but the just hold the bomb into,
That was a good
self-destructing.
little string right there. Air puff into the down B.
All right, that caught him.
Huge on that shirt, like the
Oh,
charade.
that's
I'm wondering if DIing up to avoid the second Hadouken is ideal.
That's probably is, but
Yeah,
okay,
you
is Bim
definitely
gonna
don't wanna-
actually take a game here?
Oop.
Oh,
Alright, Croc.
we're going to game 9.
That's
Croc, like,
Oh,
Croc, like, never, like, Croc will always, like, never complain about, like, going, like, throwing with a character first. He'll take the games in stride. So that's what I really like about Croc. Is he'll admit, hey, I went DDD, but that's the set. Like, that's not on anyone's issue besides his.
they're back with their hats on.
I wonder if it's back to factory tour.
Oh,
Okay.
back to factory.
Factory tour.
Yeah.
I think this is still Croc favored, but Bim could easily take this.
I would have went like Gardens, honestly, if I was wrestler here, because fighters like covering a lot of the space that Croc wants to be in with like the giant hitboxes. So I don't know. I play wrestler a little differently.
Oh, gonna get the backdrop.
That
Doesn't
thing goes
trust
so
me to
fast.
set up the neutral start. That's fair. I did mess it up last time.
Croc's already taking a lot of damage. But returns it
Yeah, but
very nicely.
Bim is,
Two little good strings right there.
Yeah. It's really about how much you can get off of one grab, which Croc is known to get a ton.
Almost calls out the Shoryu with the up grab. Ooh, that's a really nice little dash tag right into the instant man grab.
I don't see this going well for Bim.
No, it would seal the
Decides
air
to go
puff.
for the air puff to flex. Wow.
I think the air puff confirms.
Oh, it does, but that's much harder than just pressing A and doing the damaging throw, which definitely would have killed there.
I guess it's second nature to Croc at this point.